Hey guys, so today I am going to start getting all of this drawing stuff, measuring all the things, and trying to get this coop underway. So if you remember, if you're new here, then you probably don't remember, but if you have been watching for a little bit, you'll remember me talking about this shed that we had at a rental cabin, and it wasn't really being used for much, as you can see. It just had some like winter stuff in it, and that was it. So what I wanted to do is actually build the shed out into a chicken coop. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all of my measurements and everything that I need to go ahead and build a chicken coop. So my idea is right here in the front, I wanna leave like a section, I don't know, maybe like to here, or I could even go back further, maybe to here. We'll see, because this is a pretty big space. I actually don't exactly know how wide. I feel like it's gonna be like 8 feet wide, maybe 10. And 12 long, something like that. But yeah, so what I was thinking is like I would leave like maybe from this 2x back would be the coop, and then forward I would have, you know, some space to bring feed inside, in some barrels and some like supplies for eggs, the basket, just different stuff that you use for chickens. So anyways, I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna do the door on the side or if I'm gonna do it on the back. I kind of feel like on the side would make more sense because I'm thinking about, you know, being able to swing them up to the garden. Maybe the back would make more sense. So I don't know. The floor in here is like a plywood. And then this actually, I think we're gonna take out and use this material to do some of the build. But it's not really necessary. And then I also want to do a bigger vent up there, maybe some windows along the roof line here or down below, and then some openings in the doors so that I can get a pretty good airflow going through this. But I'm really excited. I've never done anything like this before. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and measure everything. I'm gonna bring you guys along and see what my dimensions are. So my idea also is I want to put like a small brooder type thing in here where I can bring the chicks in with other larger chickens once they're big enough to be outside. So my first chicks are coming in July from Murray McMurray Hatchery, and then I have 2 shipments in August. So the goal is to raise them, get them to laying age, and then I will actually be selling them. I'm gonna keep probably like 24 chickens, and then this coop will actually be for those. But what the goal is in the future is to have a brooder in here so that when I do hatch chicks, I can bring them in here. They can have their own little space, but they're still, you know, getting used to the other chickens, and hopefully that helps, you know, make them all get along and such. So yeah, here we go. right, so what I'm trying to figure out right now is how many 2x I need, so 2x4s. So I'm gonna go with two 12-foot pieces because I need one to run across the ground because I need to put a doorway in, so there needs to be like a stop. And then I need one that's gonna go up to the ceiling and across, not to the ceiling. So it needs, actually, yeah, it would go all the way up to the beam to the ceiling. So I'm gonna get another, actually it would be 3. So 3 12-foot 2x4s. And then I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so probably 10 8-foot 2x4s. And then I need chicken wire. Probably gonna end up getting 2 rolls. I'm not quite sure like how much is on a roll. So basically what I need the chicken wire for is to where I want to put the separate part. I'm gonna need chicken wire to like put into all of that space so the chickens obviously can't get into the other side. And then I also added extra 2x because I'd like to put like a window or something in the doors of the barn. So I need to cut out that, and so I need to frame that. And then also where the auto door is gonna go, I need to frame that with 2x so that I can attach stuff to it. And then I also added boards for where I'm gonna attach my nesting boxes to that run horizontal. So I have 2 to do that. And then I also want I need to get 2 8-foot 1x1s, which is like a cube, and that is for their roosting bars. But I also am going to use some of the 2x4s to make brackets to attach the roosting bars to. So they're going to be like staggered, so one's going to be higher and the next one's going to be out further. So it's kind of like a step system for them to be roosting on. And then I also got extras, which I might not use that. I might use just like metal brackets to hang their water and their feed off of this back wall. So basically now, like kind of what I'm seeing is doing their feed and water and their door against the back wall. And then putting the roosting bars on this side, because I noticed in our other coop, our gray coop, that the roosting bars are above the door that goes out, and they do not like to sit on those. I don't know, is it just because the air comes in and goes up? So I want to make sure the roosting bars are opposite from where the actual door is for them to go out. And then the nesting boxes I'm actually going to put on the other wall. So try to see this. So like right here, I'd like to cut out a window or something that we can put in the door that I can close, that'll also, you know, seal off then in the winter to keep it warm in here. But on this side, I'm gonna do the roosting bars. I think this is gonna give me a pretty good size coop. I am gonna measure that yet. So basically there's a certain size coop you wanna have per, like there's space per chicken. So they have enough space to move around and such. And then I'm gonna put the nesting boxes on this wall. And then the door I'm thinking is gonna go right there. And then I wanna hang their feed and their water off of these 2x. So I'm gonna see where my roosting bars come down, because you have to remember they poop everywhere when they sleep. So trying to like figure out, I don't want anything underneath where their roosting bars are gonna be. So thinking like one would be like maybe this height or even higher. The next one here. So maybe we'll do 3. So I'll see how much space I have. But the nice thing is, like, I'm gonna use some of this product to like build some of that stuff, but I'm gonna need obviously more. So So that's, I think, the idea. If you guys have suggestions, I'm totally open to them. Some things that you maybe have done, have worked really well, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. I've never actually built a chicken coop, so I'm trying to figure out like how to best use the space. It is a really tall building, which will be nice because I feel like it won't get as dirty and dusty as quick, just because there is higher ceilings. And I also wasn't sure if I want to do chicken wire or if I want to just close the one wall, because it would kind of be nice to keep some of the dust and dirt inside the coop and not out where all my stuff is. So we'll see. We'll see kind of what I end up doing, but that's kind of the vision right now. So the reason I went with the back wall is because the garden, I was thinking about doing their door on this side. I might still do that, I don't know. But I'm thinking right here, because right there is the main garden. And then I could easily get them over there without, actually, how is that gonna work? Because I still have to access my doors. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to like get them over there without taking away my doorway. So I don't know, maybe right here on that corner or on this front part and putting the nesting boxes along the back. I'm not quite sure, because I do want to get them over here then in the fall once this garden's done to like really mix everything in and let it settle for the winter. So, and I need to put gutters on here, some sort of, you know, something that does what a gutter does. So yeah, that's my goal. That's the idea. I think it'll turn out really well. But yeah, so, and I thought it would be kind of nice to have some room to put some of my garden tools, because both gardens are down here until my greenhouse is done. All right, well, that's it. Like I said, if you guys have suggestions, please let me know. If things have worked really well, what didn't work really well, I would love to hear from you guys. So thank you for hanging out with me. This is gonna be part 1 of this chicken coop build. So keep watching and we'll go through the whole process. Bye.